Are we on? Are we live?
Not yet. Fucking chill.
Whoa.
Yeah, you heard me. Fucking chill.
Scott, will you go push his...
No.
Chuck and Phil.
Chuck and Phil. Alright?
Let me know when you're ready so I can...
Yes,
We're started. But we have to wait for Chris to
Okay, well, we're not recording anything, so...
I mean, we're recording
Again.
YouTube.
Again.
The YouTubes?
Again.
Give me the green
Fucking
light.
chill.
Give me the green light.
Alright.
Whoa.
No. 3, 2. Now we're recording.
It is episode 37. Episode 37. Episode 37. Do something, 37.
I thought you were going to smother Chris with a pillow.
Episode
I'm gonna
37.
smother anyway. I'd be the guy singing.
Episode 37. Episode 37.
Are you purposely stopping me?
No, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do that.
I think your upper arm strength is perfectly stopping you.
Yeah, that might be it.
Welcome to episode 37, everybody.
Hey!
Brought to you by many different sponsors today.
No.
Brought to you
No.
by
Pepsi. Brought to you by Audible.com.
Yeah, brought to you by Isbep.
Isbep,
That sounds like a...
the beverage of the next generation.
Brought to you by Smoothie King.
Nope, sure isn't.
No, it could be.
Does
They can afford an arena. They can't afford us.
True.
These are
Our
bad.
talent
We're too high
is
class.
high.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm Matt.
I'm Chris.
I'm Josh.
How dare you skip Scott?
He didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm Josh.
I'm Josh.
What?
Go, Scott.
I'm Scott.
I'm Doug.
Oh my goodness.
Show's already
What a
falling
mess.
apart.
Every time
what a
we
mess.
talk, it makes
Already.
Me?
This is because we didn't have that Smoothie King money.
Yeah, if we had some Smoothie King, maybe we could all just simmer down a bit.
Well,
Well,
you know
this
what?
show's up in blaze.
Yeah, this is episode 37, also known as episode Volpix. And as Scott said, this episode's
Tofu
going to be
beats.
on fire.
You're the worst, Scott.
Scott.
This episode's
I
going to
feel
be
punny.
lit.
Scott.
I don't know, I think your weird
trusted
flat
you.
top you've got going on might be the worst.
I don't know, Scott, I think you're looking a little hot.
Scott,
Thank you, I guess.
you put the devil inside this show.
Hey, dude, is that a pun? I think he did.
No,
you know,
because it's on
hell's-
fire.
No.
Right,
no.
Chris?
No.
hell is on fire!
Let's move on. What do we got?
Yes, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move
Let's
on.
move on to Chris looking at DeviantArt of Volpix.
Nope.
Sexy Volpixes.
It's not even
Are
funny.
you really looking at Rule 34 Vulpix?
I did.
He does it every episode.
How was it?
He just needs the visual aid
It's
for
very,
his fanfic.
it's very upsetting.
It should be.
What was your favorite one?
None of them. That's how upsetting it is.
Now I have to look at it.
Thank you, Internet.
You'll be
Rule
disappointed.
34?
Well, yeah. I think I went to Rule 34's website.
Oh,
There's
wow.
a website?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course there is, Matthew.
Rule 34. There's a corn for
It's
everything.
like Paheel something.
Yeah, this is all frightening.
Okay. Anyway,
So,
let's move on.
No.
Chris.
Can we?
No.
Oh.
I told
Oh.
you. Fucking
no.
told you.
Vulpix, you were a delicate flower. A delicate flower.
Oh,
It's just, man.
No.
That's
That's a rectum
I
blossom.
don't even know what Vulpix is.
It's a,
Did you say that's a rectum blossom?
Yeah.
Rectum blossom.
Are you sure that's not like a bioplume?
no, guys, no.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Chris, we've got comic book news.
Nah.
Hit us up with some comic book news.
What do you have for us, Chris?
You'd be surprised how little there is.
Okay.
Okay, so what do we got? Civil War II will be ending in December.
Thank God.
Oh, come on.
Why?
I don't know. I was just sad. I don't need that.
Things should end.
But here's the problem with that, is that in true Marvel fashion, every other book will have moved on by the time the actual finale comes
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the finale is entitled The Final Vision, which could be a Ulysses thing or a Vision thing.
Or a little bit
Who
of both.
knows?
Yeah.
Since Vision is on his way to try to attack the Avengers, I've been wondering if this was going to tie in at all.
Maybe? Who knows? Not this guy.
Why wouldn't he have a Vision of Vision? I mean,
He should.
Other than that sentence.
Vision squared.
Well, I don't think you would be able to have a vision of Vision because he's kind of like an anomaly.
Is he, though?
Is he?
though?
Nah.
No.
All
I
right.
don't know.
Nah. Jared Leto won't be tricked into doing a Justice League movie because he's not doing it. He caught on to those crafty Warner Brothers executives
Yep.
and is not.
Whether they're going to
tricked
cut
him.
every movie beyond recognition.
I kind of want to trick him to come on this show.
I think it'd be real easy, apparently. We'll tell him it's very avant-garde.
Oh, it is very.
We'll tell him he gets to look ugly in it because he hates looking as pretty as he is.
And
it's so pretty.
I'll tell him at least 3 of us will buy a 30 Seconds to Mars album.
I've already bought 2.
I already own all of them.
Great!
I don't
we
have
hit our
that third
quota.
one though. I don't know about it.
We hit our quota. We're
It'll
done.
be good.
Jared Leto,
Not as good as part.
come on the show. We promise not to trick you.
We will not trick you.
Yeah. Chris won't even know who you are. It's fine.
I don't. Ben Barnes, who was in the Chronicles of Narnia.
The Chronicles of what?
The Chronicles of Narnia. He was in.
What?
Yeah. He was in Prince Caspian as the titular Prince Caspian.
Uh-huh.
He's now going to be in The Punisher as triple question mark. In that we don't know who he is.
Oh, that was a believable Punisher villain name.
Oh, I know, right?
For half a second, I was about to Google that.
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
I hope he's Jigsaw
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if I hope he's Jigsaw or
I don't
not.
know. People.
or Bullseye.
Maybe.
It's
I
not.
hope Jigsaw's in it.
Bullseye.
Bullseye.
Best part of that movie. Forever.
Bullseye.
It appears that Mr. Sinister will be the villain of the third and final Hugh Jackman Wolverine movie.
Wait, who? What?
Sinister?
Sinister.
The Sinister Minister?
Is the villain of
Of Wolverine.
Old Man Logan?
Of Old Man Logan.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, first of all, who knows?
And it,
Right.
Are they getting Rob Lowe?
No.
I mean,
He's too busy.
he's too busy.
So yeah, again, this is the rumor that is currently circulating. So that would be neat to just kind of set him up in Old Man Logan, which is what I'm tentatively.
It makes
calling
sense with the teaser at the end of the last one is actually leading into the Wolverine movie.
Right.
And there's an X-23 sort of reference in that.
And then kind of just shove him into the more mainstream X movies.
Yeah.
Speaking of the X movies, there was a baller mall scene from X-Men Apocalypse that was completely cut.
Yeah, it's one of the
and
best
it
scenes.
sucks because it's awesome. It's what I wanted.
Yeah. It's what we all wanted.
It's what, but instead, what we got was what we got.
The only thing I've wanted more is for the actual animated theme to be done in symphonically as the theme instead of.
So a couple of things I liked from this. Number one is that they didn't animate Nightcrawler dancing on his tail, so they just had like a stick standing in here, and it said Nightcrawler dancing on tail. And I
You can
kind
watch
of really
them
love that.
try to react. How hard acting really has become.
I love Gene and Scott talking shit at the record store, even though we didn't see that Dazzler.
Even still, the Dazzler shot wasn't in it.
No.
Yeah.
There's no time.
But he does say, Scott's like, anybody ever tell you you look like this? And it's Boy George on the album cover. And she kind of looks like him.
It's very cute.
That's amazing.
And she's like, you're such an
Also,
asshole.
Nightcrawler sees a wall of sneakers and loses his shit. He's so happy to see some
American commerce.
well, they're not Jordans yet, but whatever was popular before Jordans.
Pumps?
Wiltshire.
I don't know.
Jamars?
I don't know. I don't know shoes. We should ask Al. But it was great. The whole sequence was great. It's a bummer it was cut. 'Cause it's so fun.
Fair enough.
And Jubilee got to do something.
Yep.
She did a little,
She was the highlight.
she did a little sparkly do and
On an
got a
arcade
video
machine.
game machine to play. So
Which is the opposite. She melted one in the original
I
animation.
thought that was a VCR.
both.
Repair.
She
She
messed
melted
up
her parents'
cabinet as well.
VCR.
It was all of them,
And
guys.
yeah, well, Jubilee, she's a mall baby. She loves children.
She's a mole rat.
Yeah.
Now,
She doesn't love them malls.
All right.
would anyone be interested
No.
in a action movie set in the 70s?
Live action?
A live action movie set in the 70s, starring Stan Lee.
No.
Because that's what we're
Starring
Because
Stan Lee.
Well, no, not starring. I'm sorry, featuring Stan Lee as the titular character.
No.
getting.
Like,
It still sounds like Stan Lee's the character.
well, see, but here's the thing. Like, okay,
No.
it's a biopic about Stan Lee.
Stan Lee in
90-year-old Stan Lee playing 20-year-old
Stan Lee in Never Say Never Again.
No.
Lee.
No.
Stan Lee.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Because it's a little known fact that between throwing every other creator he worked with under the bus, Stan Lee was also a secret agent in charge of the U.S. government.
And that makes perfect sense because so were Peter Parker's parents.
So he's playing himself.
And,
No,
and that's
no,
why
you're
you
making this up.
janitor wear
No,
paper.
I'm not making this up. Someone else will play Stan Lee action hero.
Oh, okay. Stanley's not playing Stanley.
No. No.
Okay.
Well, definitely
That alters the
Stan
entire
Lee would
thing.
be dead.
I thought
Yeah.
I thought Stan Lee was playing himself in this movie.
No, there's no way. He's almost.
No, I kind of like this. It's like Confessions of a Dangerous Mind,
Yeah.
only with Stanley instead of the game shows.
Yes.
Yeah, I dig it.
That's what happened.
All right,
I'll give it at least the
Yeah.
pilot. I'll watch the pilot.
It's a movie, so there's no.
Oh, so it's just a pilot.
so who's playing Stan Lee?
Well, you don't know that yet. It's been-
Gerard Butler.
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
No, I
and
actually-
will Alex Ross get butthurt about
Yes.
what's this Kirby not being
Who
another
doesn't want
spy?
to see Stanley do some sick
Kick flips.
flips?
You want to pick up?
You know
his
what? You know
words?
who it is? It should be Roy Colton Haynes.
Oh yeah.
He should be Stan Lee.
Stan Lee.
And he could be there, and he could be kind of making fun of Jack Kirby, and then doing a sick kickflip out of the room.
Nope. Nope, I don't buy any of this.
I want it.
No.
All right, Chris.
And he yells Excelsior as he does the kick
Oh, yeah.
flip.
Okay, that would
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Sold now, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of
The Batman Return of the Cape Crusaders, the Batman 66 anime movie, will be in theaters for precisely 1 day.
Because that's all that it deserves.
I don't understand 1 day. It just doesn't make sense to me.
It makes sense.
Why not a weekend?
You know why? Because theaters have actual movies taking up precious
What?
screen time.
What's wrong with this movie?
What movie, when this comes out in October, is it going to take up time from?
Saw.
There's no Saw this year.
I'm sure Vince Vaughn will have crapped out another movie where he's a slightly disinterested asshole.
Oh, yeah.
You mean every movie?
Yeah, he just pumps one out every once in a while. I don't even think he's aware that he's shooting them. He's just wandering around.
The hell
They tell him
I mean, it's
things.
the Adam Sandler effect.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's see what's coming out in October.
Friend Request.
Oh no.
Hey, that sounds like fun.
Wait, Birth of a Nation.
Nope.
No.
Stereotypically You.
No.
Nope.
Hello, Grimlock. Girl on the Train.
Nope.
No.
You're done.
Words.
That's it.
Nothing.
It's not.
There's
Yeah.
literally nothing this movie. Oh, I'm sorry. Ben Affleck's The Accountant.
Oh no, that looks really good though.
Ooh, Jack Reacher. Never Go Back.
No.
No. And even then, this is still
Boom.
What?
Tom Hanks' The Da Vinci Code Inferno.
No.
What?
Even so,
The third one.
That's coming out?
yeah.
They haven't
even
released a single trailer for that.
They've released at least one that I've seen.
Have they?
Anyway, let's move on.
Even so,
Moving on.
there's not enough to say you can't have that for 3 days.
Well, they don't want it.
Well, fuck us, I guess. Also, there's another Medea movie coming out in October. Did you
Moving
know
on.
that?
Okay, come
Did
on.
you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's called Boo, a Medea Halloween. Also, Ryan Potter, who was the star of the Big Hero 6 movie, has auditioned on YouTube to be Robin in the new cinematic
I saw that.
DC
Well,
thing.
that's cool.
Good for him.
Good for him.
That's all I got.
Alright,
What's
good.
what's his name?
Well, you know what?
Ryan Potter.
Let's jump into some video game news before we talk about the comics.
Ooh, video game news first. I'm happy we get to do this first.
Do you want happy or sad news?
Let's
Sad,
do sad.
sad, sad, sad.
Occasionally, Grimlock. We do.
We do watch the animes, Grimlock.
Nah.
Which animes do you watch?
Talk about the sad news.
So
I just rewatched Akira. Akira.
I'm actually gonna rewatch Samurai. No, Rurouni Kenshin.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Nice.
okay.
I want to rewatch that too, but I know it's a long one and that's a long time to commit.
It's only 3 seasons.
Yeah, but I feel like it was a long show. Wasn't it like 70 something?
It's not Bleach
Yeah.
or Naruto.
See,
or
here's the
One
thing.
Piece.
Inuyasha.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: you can't rewatch Bleach. Like you can only experience it once and be like, I don't remember what happened in the 200s.
I find it really interesting that you point that out because have you actually ever seen Bleach?
It's on my list.
So you're just speaking out your ass.
Listen,
do the
here's
sad
what,
news?
here's what I know. I know that once a show hits over 500 episodes, it's almost impossible to go back.
I
But
did
you
it
will
for
literally be
Naruto.
watching it for the rest of your life.
I did it for Naruto.
Yeah, you did 1.5.
You also have problems.
Yeah.
Well, also
True.
when you're watching with someone new, it's different
Oh.
than just sitting down and rewatching
All right,
yourself.
sad
Anyway,
news. Let's get to the sad news.
so
What?
sad news for Josh,
What happened?
meh news for Scott.
What happened?
Sony has had a bad week, guys.
What happened?
It's just been a bad PR week for Sony, back to back to back. Coming hot off the release of their PlayStation Pro reveal, it was unveiled or discovered that it will not, in fact, have an ultra high def Blu-ray player inside the box.
Say what?
Now, when I thought at first I was like, that's really weird. You guys are the Blu-ray people, but your new system won't have 4K Blu-ray capabilities. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, it makes sense, but it doesn't matter if it makes sense because it's a bullet point they don't have that their competitor does.
Yeah.
Because the Xbox One S, does play 4K Blu-rays.
Yeah.
But the PS Pro does not. Now, when you think
Pro
about
is
it,
like their one compared to Scorpio, right?
right? That's what.
So-
Now, when you think about it, it does make sense. Like, it kept the price low, but that's not the reason. Here's the reason, Chris.
What?
How many 4K Blu-rays do you own?
None.
How many 4K Blu-rays have you actually seen?
None.
Exactly. 90% of people that consume media do it streaming.
Yeah.
They will stream because the PS Pro can stream 4K.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't have a 4K player. There are about like 25 4K Blu-rays made at this moment.
Yeah, we saw them all just today. I
Right.
didn't know it was a
Just-
thing till today. I went to Best Buy and saw
And
it.
that's why I think that was their business.
It's not
decision.
time for it.
Yeah, it's a smart move.
And then who knows about physical media like a year from now anyway.
That's probably they're banking on the fact that digital continues to blow up and streaming continues to blow up. But at the moment, it's a PR blunder because Microsoft has been advertising the hell out of the fact that the Slim does in fact play ultra high Blu-rays.
In stream.
Yes.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Callie does not feel like the sad that news aligns, but all right, moving on. The next bad news is the issue of Bethesda and mods on the PlayStation.
Yeah, I blame Scott for this one.
What happened?
Actually, I blame Chris moving to the North Shore.
Yeah, this is...
Because-
Well, that's everything. He's thrown off the entire ecosystem.
Until he moved, mods were coming to PlayStation 4.
Yeah, apparently he moved.
So it was always weird because mods hit Xbox, and then they said that they were coming like a month or so later for PlayStation. And we found out why. It has to do something with I don't even know, like something about certification.
Yeah, apparently Bethesda said they were being pressured by Sony not to have this because it would keep their system would be open for like hacks or something. But I think this is a lot of bull. I don't know. I don't.
Well, apparently because mods can be on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Another game coming out, a racing game, is going to have mods for the PlayStation 4. The problem is Bethesda mods, or mods in general, it's kind of like going back to the original Xbox 360's indie guidelines where they had to be a certain size.
Right.
And they had to be, there was all these restrictions. Sony said that mods can't be more than 900 megabytes.
Yeah.
So, anything past that's... Now, granted, the backlash of this has been so strong, I guarantee soon
There'll be
Sony will
mods.
cave.
No,
Yeah.
no.
There'll be mods.
Because they're going to see that Bethesda games, which are always huge sellers, and this is the first generation where Bethesda games have sold better on a Sony system.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 sold better on Sony.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Elder Scrolls Online did too. Dishonored 2 has more pre-orders on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
So did Skyrim, surprisingly.
I'm picking up
However,
Skyrim.
if it starts to shift back, you're going to see it change.
Oh yeah.
Because that was the main thing why people wanted Skyrim, because of mods.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I'm not going to buy it again. Oh, wait, I'll be able to have mods? Okay. So...
I was gonna buy it.
I want Macho Man as a dragon.
Yeah.
Get a PC, scrub.
Yeah, I was gonna buy it anyway, even without the mods, because
Next.
I love the game so much.
Right. Now, next, we got the NPD results of August.
Hey, I want to point out, remember, if you don't like the fact that you can't mod Skyrim on your PS4, sign the petition, because everything that's petitioned gets fixed.
Right? Everyone loves to...
Every single thing.
Now,
Way to be sarcastic.
what system do you think won the month of August?
Wii U,
Xbox.
I'm
the
joking.
Vita.
It was Xbox.
Hey, I did it!
Well, it just once again proves every time a new hardware revision comes out, sales boom.
And why is that?
Well, because
People like new things.
Yeah, it's a new revision.
It's also smaller and will fit in most entertainment centers.
Oh.
It got an official price drop in a revision and is actually an upgrade over just a regular revision because it now has the 4K player in it and it upscales to 4K, all that stuff. So the Xbox One S was the best of the month of August. So good for it. We don't have the games yet.
Yeah, I was gonna
The
say,
games
still no games.
We find that out tomorrow.
Okay.
But that doesn't help us for today.
Well, fuck us, I guess.
Right? So I figured let's end the last part of the Sony not-so-goodness. Last Guardian got delayed, but only by 6 weeks.
That's not a big deal.
And I'm fine with
I
that.
heard like November.
December, first week of December.
So
Wait, the last Guardian got delayed?
Mhm.
Sign that petition right this second.
Well, here's the thing. At first I rolled my eyes. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me, really? But then I thought about it, and it was everything that Microsoft should have done last year with Tomb Raider. Last Guardian was releasing alongside
I knew that was
Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1, Dragon Ball Z, Civilization 6,
Oh, yeah.
all these other major AAA games, NBA 2K17, all these games
Yeah, and it's a brand
that are
new name.
going to sell. And so, just like Tomb Raider going up against Fallout, Star Wars, and Call of Duty, it died.
I don't think that was the case.
That's
I don't.
exactly the case.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, there's different types of games. It's two completely different games.
But see,
So you don't see people who play Last Guardian will run out and still buy NBA.
I don't know,
but the
because
problem is a lot of people online had to make a decision, and Fallout was their choice.
Yeah,
or
because-
Call of Duty was their choice. Not everyone can be like me and buy 18 games a month.
I don't think it's two different completely
Well,
clienteles.
Microsoft came out and admitted that their scheduling was poor about it. That they
Well, I'm
shouldn't
talking
do it.
about Last Guardian. Tomb Raider is different.
That's what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
Tomb Raider.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
but what
talking
about
about
with
Last
Persona
No,
5?
I'm talking about
and,
Last Guardian because you just don't put up a niche game. Any niche game that releases in October,
It'll
November
disappear in
dies.
the news buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one,
Like,
because
no one's going to talk about it
Who's gonna
because
talk
they're
about-
going to be too busy talking about the
but now
giant
we
tentpoles.
push
that
it
are
back
coming
6 months,
It's
6
a-
weeks,
it's a smart move.
and it's the only game coming out that week.
out. Yeah.
And now,
So it'll
for a
make it to the
niche
front
game-
page of a Kotaku. or
right?
something.
And for a niche game, not having competition, it's like releasing your indie movie alongside the new Harry Potter. It's just
Yeah.
dumb.
You're just going to disappear.
So you push it still comes out this year, and the fans were already going to get it. It doesn't matter if it didn't hit Black Friday sales because it's not a game people flock to buy on Black Friday.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's a good idea. But if it gets pushed back again to 2017,
That's
I
a
would
big deal.
I wouldn't be surprised. But right now it makes sense. So let's talk some comics, and then we'll end up on the Tokyo Game Show news and wrap it up.
There is at least one petition on Change.org to release The Last Guardian.
Of course.
Of course there is.
Signing it right this second.
No, you're not.
It has
Yes.
it has 27 supporters.
Ooh.
I'm
It's
making-
because it's the dumbest petition because the game is coming out. It's
Yeah.
not-
Nope, it's not coming out.
Not coming.
All right, so let's talk about comics before we get wrapped up in petitions.
All right,
Excuse me.
Ooh, it's Italian too.
Chris.
What?
Let's talk All-Star Batman, number dos.
So this book is very cool because it's Batman versus the world,
Yep.
and it has the return of the KG Beast, who
Eh.
is the owner of the greatest name in comics history.
I thought the best part about this was that they gave a name to King Shark. Trixie.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Does it?
My biggest issue with this is once again the art, because the story is great. And if you don't remember from last time, Batman has found a way to cure Two-Face, and he's taken him to a place where he can get cured. Two-Face then makes a global announcement that he has dirt on everyone in Gotham, and he will release that dirt if he is not rescued. And so everyone from supervillain to superhero to regular civilian is trying to take down the
And
Batman.
there's also a gigantic bounty on Batman's head too.
Yes.
Even Alfred.
Even Alfred.
Yes. So it's great, and I'm having a lot of fun with this, particularly because it's the Batman versus the world aspect that I really
Who do you think is the guy in the bathrobe?
Which guy in the bathroom?
That penguin black mask?
That's KG Beast.
Is that KG Beast?
Yes.
I never caught that.
Yes, he's the Beast from the Soviet Union.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
It's KG
I don't like
Beast.
the art.
Here's the thing. John Romita Jr.'s art is iconic, but
Very
his
hit or
penguin
miss.
is awful.
You know what? His penguin looks like Danny DeVito, and I'm not super unhappy with that. No, John Romita Jr. is a very taste driven kind of guy.
Right. And we like Botchalo before him.
Yeah,
He's
and-
not
but here's the thing, like, there's a point early in his career that his stuff's really great, and there's the turn where it gets very stylized.
I think Kick-Ass was the last time I enjoyed his art style.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, this next issue, I'm really glad they didn't go the obvious route
Yes,
because I would have been very angry.
sure.
Let's talk about Detective Comics 940. Get your thing closer.
940.
Yeah.
So yeah,
End of the first arc.
here's the cool thing about Detective. This
Oh,
team,
it took 100 years.
yeah, this team that Batman and Batwoman have put together, fighting the Shadow team of
Kid Kane's dad.
yeah, Colonel Kane,
Raising Kane. That should be the story of
No,
her
shut
childhood.
No, stop
Raising
it.
Kane.
Stop it.
Oh my god, I'm pitching that
Stop
right
it.
now.
No, we're
It's
getting
fine. No
serious.
one's going to listen to you
I
because it's
know.
dumb. But no, and the story sets up and leads up to this confrontation where it seems like Tim Drake is going to be murderized, and I kind of am really impressed with the direction they took, and it's going to lead into that Night of the Monster Men crossover. So we'll see how that plays
I'm
out.
so tired of hearing about this crossover, which I already think is dumb. I'm just glad it's one issue each and then they move on. Because they're like, in Batman, and in Nightwing, and in Detective Comics, it's going to be the Night of the Monster Men. And I'm all like, come on, I'm done.
Why?
Because what the hell does that even mean?
You don't know.
No.
So why do you... This is rich coming from you. You realize that, right?
It's what?
I don't know what this is, and I hate it. Is it out yet? No. Do you know anything about it? Not really.
I'm not sensing the hypocrisy.
You don't?
No.
Well, that's usually how it goes for you.
Hashtag double standards.
No.
Come on.
No.
Yeah, that's
No.
right.
No. You can't hate it because you don't know anything about it.
Okay. If it involves Man-Bat, are you going to be excited?
I don't know. Maybe.
Don't you hate Man-Bat?
I do.
Okay.
But we don't know anything about it.
That's fair. You got me.
I did. Feels good.
High five.
No. Not high-fiving hypocrites.
Why you high five yourself?
I'm great.
Anyway, moving on. We got in the Marvel side of things an excellent crossover. Well, they call it a tie-in, but it really has nothing to do with Civil War. Actually, it kind of does. The
It
second
does.
half
By the end, it
But
does.
the first half is what really sells me on this issue. The new Miles Morales Spider-Man, because it involves Luke Cage and Jessica Jones in classic Marvel. Hey, we have shows about these guys now. Look how they pop up in other books. Synergy, just hashtag synergy all day. They discover his secret identity and they give him like a talk. Like, dude, we found it out in 2 hours. You should probably do a better job
Get
of a
good.
secret identity before someone murders you.
Also,
in
your
family.
grandma's crazy.
Yeah. And then it devolves into the death of Hulk, but from Spider-Man's perspective, which I really enjoy.
Yes, and I like this. I like this this group of Nova, Miles, and Miss Marvel as like these the new heralds of the young teen movement.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that a lot, and I like that they bring them along on these books and put them together.
Do you?
I agree.
I dig
Yes, I just said
Sometimes I don't believe you.
shallow and pedantic.
it. You should
I
believe
agree.
him.
Ah, cool. Costumes for Halloween.
I want costumes.
Wow. Next book.
What?
Next book.
Jughead.
Jughead.
Number 9. The very first Ryan North Jughead issue.
Now you
That's
might know
pretty.
Ryan North from his excellent Unbeatable Squirrel Girl series and his previously excellent Adventure Time series.
Yes.
And if you thought to yourself, does that mean Jughead will also have under the panel snarky comments?
Oh my god.
Why, yes.
Your ass.
They do. In fact, read the first one, Josh, out loud to how he introduces this to his fans.
Why should I read it out loud?
Yeah, he can't read.
I
can't
understand.
read.
Why would you shame him?
That
Yeah.
shit's for school.
Hello,
Public.
I'm Ryan, and I like to put little jokes in the margins of my comics. It's extra jokes in your comic for the same low price. That's right, Chip Zdarsky was ripping you off. And this issue, Jughead finds a girlfriend on accident.
Yes.
On accident?
On accident.
Well, here's the thing, because this book is made very, very clear that Jughead is asexual and has no interest in anyone and doing
Except
anything.
women.
But when he meets a girl who's dressed as a hamburger, it kind of shorts his brain
Yeah,
out.
it's a confusing
Oh, wow.
scenario.
Yeah.
It literally shorts his brain out to the point where he's like, well,
Oh, I get it, because he likes
Maybe.
hamburgers.
he likes hamburgers, but he doesn't really like girls.
So he's attracted to the hamburger aspect.
Yes.
So
That's-
it's great because we get a
But
nice
it's a
That's not
talking
asexual. That's gotta be something else.
we get a
It's
nice
murder
montage
sex,
of
murder
all
sex,
the other
yeah.
Archie people giving him love advice, and they're all terrible.
Yes.
Except Betty.
I appreciate.
Did you like Reggie's?
I liked Reggie's a lot.
Creepy.
Reggie says love is something you must possess, and you must crush anyone who tries to take it away from you.
Because once you get love, no one else can have it.
Achievement unlocked. Made friends with talking hamburger.
Yes.
Don't worry, it gets better.
Does it?
Probably.
But no, it's a really great issue.
Achievement unlocked. Accidentally made a date with the same talking burger. It happens to the best of us. But no, and then we find out who the talking burger girl is. And if you look at the cover and realize that it guest starred Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and you put 2 and 2 together, you're right.
She's really overshadowed by being
A burger.
Wow.
well, being on the cover.
Yeah. The oomph is taken out.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But now
My favorite is the next episode's called Hex Messages, and then he puts in quotation marks because she's a literal witch. And that's why I love Ryan North. Alright,
Can we get Ryan North on the show?
Nope.
now let's talk about the last 2 books, and
too
these
busy.
are both follow-ups to books that we have thoroughly enjoyed the premieres of.
My personal favorites.
Yes, Josh's personal favorite. So you know what? Let's let Josh take point, and then immediately take it away the second he gets into it, because we can't trust him. Let's talk about Kill or Be Killed.
Kill or Be Killed. This is amazing. Read it. That's all you need to do.
Okay, Chris, Kill or Be Killed.
Very upsetting.
I don't know. I don't think it was
Business.
really that upsetting.
Well, it's upsetting in the sense that
Bad
you
things have happened to people.
had a 12-year-old explain molestation in
Right,
12-year-old
yeah.
terms.
Yeah, that was.
We could take our pee-pees and touch them to each other's buttholes.
Yeah.
Is that an actual line?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, because he was with his he's reminiscing when he was a kid, and he found his dad's like porn collection, and they were looking, and his friends suggest they do that, and he's like, no, and he's like, no, it's really fun. My brother shows me how to do it, and then you realize like what's happening.
Yeah.
And then because this whole story is, last issue it ended with him agreeing to the demon to murder somebody, and this issue is him deciding who to kill, and so he decides that this guy that drove his childhood friend to suicide because he molested him as a kid should be his target. And then it's a great look into how creepy social media is, because he finds his
he's
friend's
got
brother
all of his
via
information.
Facebook, every little bit of information, and then it just gets real dark real quick.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
This is I almost wanted to say Greg Rucka, but it's not. It's Brubaker at his best with Sean Phillips. These two are one of the powerhouse duos in comics that just never fails to deliver, don't you think?
Yes.
Besides the next book that's coming up, I think this is one of the best strong books.
Well,
right now.
what I love, Chris, is this comes at a perfect time because his Velvet just ended, and so did his the Fade Out. So we don't have to. We now have another Brubaker book to keep us invested in gritty crime drama.
It's really good.
But yeah, let's talk about the last book, and also probably the hardest book to describe. This is like trying to describe Evangelion to somebody.
Yeah, the best way I can put that is that if you pick this book up, there's a lot of research that's been put in this book, and
I don't know if you know this, but the writer of this, Jonathan Hickman, that's his hallmark. Between his Secret Warriors or his Avengers books, he loves these little, what's the word I'm looking for, appendix pages?
Yeah.
With all this supplemental information that if you don't read, it doesn't lessen your enjoyment of the book, but it certainly enhances it if you try it. Did you read this, Chris?
No.
Did you not like the first one?
I couldn't finish it. It's too Hickman. I'll wait.
And for like a trade?
Yeah,
That is true. Hickman books always read better in trade.
It's heavy. It's.
But if you want a quick gist of what it's about, picture the financial institutions of mankind being intricately linked to Cthulhu-like elder gods.
Yeah, Sumerian cult dealing with finance.
So every time the stock market has crashed, it has coincided with the humanity's payments needed to be made, the blood prices to these demons.
And it's slowly in the book they're teaching you. Slowly in the book they're teaching you the little codes on what you're seeing. Because there's little things that are going on in this book.
We're slowly learning the elder gods'
the little language that's going on. So you start figuring out, all right, there's something really interesting here, and I just want to keep on diving into this because I can't even explain it. It's one of those things where you have to pick up the book, you have to read it, and
But we're hitting on all the main plot line right now is someone in basically the Illuminati of this financial thing has been murdered.
Yeah.
And now we're trying to figure out who done it. That's the core, is the murder mystery.
Really
Just
interesting.
wrapped up in this.
With an occult detective and
Exactly.
economic.
It's great. And Chris would love it once it comes out in trade.
Maybe. Hickman's very hit or miss for me.
Agreed. Like, his shield was impenetrable. But I'm getting a much better vibe from this. You know a book used to be good? Remember Dying in the Dead? Jonathan Hickman's occult book about how Hitler was a good guy?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That was weird.
Yeah, Hitler, Mussolini, and Japan's emperor were the good guys, staving off a Cthulhu threat using their stuff like the lance of...
Longinus and
Yeah,
Kind of like Joker being the hero in
Dark
The
Knight,
Dark Knight.
except that's
Dark Knight.
factual.
Yeah, Joker is the hero. Batman's the crazy one.
Yeah.
Alright, now,
What do we have?
Anne made the tweet about Raising Cane's.
Oh.
I'm so proud of myself.
This is just...
I'm glad you proud.
Someone has to make.
It is super
All right.
upsetting.
And
Okay, I left
back
off
to the
that.
list. Okay,
Like good pot.
so do you want to do our discussion topic now or after we talk about Tokyo Game Show?
Let's do the game show.
Tokyo Game Show? Alright, well technically Tokyo Game Show does not start till Friday. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But just like E3, previous to the actual conference starting, we have a press conference. And since Sony is the only one that does press conferences for Tokyo Game Show, because Nintendo never shows up to Tokyo Game Show anymore.
They don't do any
Because what
conferences.
what would they show? Except the NX, that's going to get its own thing.
Yeah.
And Microsoft does not exist in Japan, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sony had their press conference, and it was not as strong as last year's, where they announced stuff like Ni no Kuni 2 and like Gravity Rush 2, and just like game. This was a lot of showing off more games that hadn't been seen in a year.
Yeah.
Getting new footage of them. But there were some announcements, and I just wrote everything down going in a list.
Okay.
So a lot of this is going to have Chris rolling his eyes.
Yep.
Can you do it in a really awful,
Japanese rap?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So they started off by taking more of my money and announcing a Final Fantasy 15 PlayStation 4 bundle, which is now pre-orderable. It's a PS4 Slim branded with the Final Fantasy 15 awesomeness
It's
and a
very
controller and the game, and I'm like, damn it,
But
I
what do
just
you
bought
love
an
more?
Uncharted one.
What do you love more, Uncharted or
I
Final Fantasy?
know, but I just want to collect it, but I can't. It's too much money.
Then don't.
Chris, hit the lottery and buy it for me. Nah. Come on, bro.
Nope.
Chris, hit the lottery and keep it all to yourself.
We can always sacrifice Scott, and we can hit the lottery from his blood.
Sure.
It won't help you.
His blood is tainted.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not gonna.
Followed up, we got a honest-to-God Vita game.
No, don't believe it.
And not only a Vita game, but a Square Enix major RPG Vita game.
I don't believe it.
They're bringing back the Romancing Saga franchise.
Oh.
And with a new game called Romancing Saga Scarlet Grace.
Oh.
For the Vita.
Oh.
Yes.
Why?
it's back.
Why for the Vita?
Callie doesn't think that's how the lottery works.
It does. We just talked about it. We just talked.
Yeah.
Did everyone just miss that whole part about sacrifices that are necessary in order to maintain?
Yes.
No.
So then we got what?
Why is it on the Vita?
Because the Vita's big in Japan.
Whatever.
Yeah, not here.
We'll at least get it. That's what matters. You can buy a Vita.
No, I don't.
Vita means life.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No.
Then we got a weird series of games showing off like American games, but
No, that's true.
because American games are picking up in Japan, so we got footage of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
And when I say footage, I mean actual new trailers for all of these games with brand new footage. Like Final Fantasy 15, we saw stuff we'd never seen before.
Yeah.
Call of Duty, who cares?
Neo.
Watch Dogs 2 got
Yeah.
brand new footage, which looked really good. And Horizon Zero Dawn got even more new footage that we had never seen before that looked really good. And then they ended with the first new game announcement of the night, and one I'm very excited for, but just me. Who loves Mobile Suit Gundam?
Yo!
Yo, high five.
Nah.
Give me one high five this show, Chris.
Nah.
Not happening. There you go.
Ow.
So a new Mobile Suit Gundam.
Yes, the first Gundam game being developed just like from the ground up on the PS4. It's and then they came out right away and said worldwide release.
I remember
so
the
it's
first
coming
last
to
one they
America, right?
Oh. So
Crossfire.
The what was it? PS3.
Yeah, Crossfire.
Yeah, that one.
It was garbage. So this is called Gundam Versus, and it's the newest in this series. Actually, is on their 15th
I don't think
anniversary.
the Japanese know what the word versus mean.
They do. Because this is a series with a mashup of every Gundam from every series in 2-on-2 battles.
Yeah, but remember
But
when,
done like Zone of the Enders style.
but remember when this Final Fantasy 15 was supposed to be Final Fantasy 13
Oh,
versus?
yeah, where you going? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I get your joke now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's coming to America, first game built for the PS4, and it's 2v2 awesomeness, and it's called Gundam Versus.
Okay.
Then we got a new footage of Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
No, we did it.
Yeah, we did. Never coming out.
No.
We got it.
That was another
Then we got a release date and new footage of the Nier Automata RPG from Platinum Games.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm waiting for Josh to recognize that that's the game he freaked out about at E3.
Did I?
Yeah.
What is it?
Which one was that?
Nier, the footage I showed you was the video of like that opera demon.
Oh yeah,
That's the action RPG.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right.
Then Chris, your favorite game got shown.
What's up?
Danganronpa 3.
You love the Rampa.
Sure.
I love the Danga, he loves the Rampa. Together we make a great
I
combination.
don't know if these are.
Danganronpa is a series that merges Phoenix Wright court cases with a murder mystery with a bunch of kids locked into a murder school. And then they off each other one-on-one.
Kind of like a battle royale.
Yeah, it's Battle Royale meets Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
That's the other link I was
All
trying
right.
to think.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. Murder School.
We got a new Hot Shots golf game
No.
Sweet.
and a new Earth Defense Force 5 game.
No.
Which is those ridiculous games where you fight giant bugs invading the
Pretty much
planet.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah, Starship Troopers the game.
It's actually
It's
has
super
a cult,
fun.
It has a cult class.
Oh yeah, it's
Like cult follow. I mean.
because they're like B-movie bad, but game-wise.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're just high-end like co-op games. Then we got the weirdest game announcement, like the one I just did not see coming. The Wii we only got one of these games in America, even though the franchise has been big in Japan for a while. Do you remember, Scott, on the Wii, a game called Fortune Street?
Yeah.
The one that mixed
With
Mario with
with,
Monopoly, basically?
yeah.
Well, we're getting another version,
Which
but
was
it's,
Mario Party already. But whatever.
except it's about finances and banking.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So this game, it's called Fortune Street. It's coming to PlayStation 4, and it is a crossover between Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest.
So there's going to be sacrifices.
Probably.
Yeah.
What is up with you and sacrificing people to win money?
He's
You're an impressionable youth, and I'm taking that
I
away
am.
from
I am
you.
so.
Chris, what's your favorite part that's been announced so far?
Can I vote for none?
You can.
0?
Yep.
No, Chris,
What?
you're hurting my feelings.
Why? Because none of those sound good to me?
We got the global release date. It's going to be a simultaneous worldwide launch of Neo.
Neo.
Once again, showing that the new November is February because it comes out a week before Persona 5.
Hashtag New November is February.
No,
Well, I was going to bring that up, but Persona 5 is coming out the same day as
it's For Honor.
as For Honor. So,
Yeah.
and he was bringing up, it's like, oh, you know, the games. It's like those are two completely different games, but I want both of them.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. A lot of people have varying tastes.
Yeah, not just Halo
I don't play just
or
Halo.
or Overwatch.
There you go.
I don't just play Overwatch.
He plays Destiny a lot.
Actually, I played a new game today.
What new game?
To me.
Life is Strange?
Life is Strange.
Nice.
Not today.
Then we got footage of then Koei Tecmo Koei came out to like blow people away.
New Tecmo Bowl?
No.
No.
We
I'm
got
waiting.
footage of the new Berserk game,
Yeah.
and then they came out and announced the most ridiculous thing. So they've been licensing the Dynasty Warriors formula to games for a while now. Berserk, Gundam, Like even The Legend of Zelda got one in Hyrule Warriors, the One Piece franchise. What do you think they could do next?
Like Dynasty Warriors something?
Dragon Ball.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, like what do you think would be the next licensed game in the Dynasty Warriors style?
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's gotta be something like.
If you guessed
Final-
every franchise Koei Tecmo's ever made in one All-Stars game,
Nope.
you thought right.
Is Bo Jackson going to be in
They're
it?
calling it Muso All-Stars, and it features Ninja Gaiden characters, games from their Weeaboo RPGs, the Atelier Iris franchises, everything that they've ever put out in one giant game.
This Tokyo Game Show does not seem as exciting as
I bet if we lived in
I get it
Tokyo,
so
it'd be
much,
super
as
exciting.
a real life
Oh, yeah.
wizard coming on stage announcing a game.
You know, real-life Viking.
Viking wizard.
Then they entered the VR segment, and it got kind of boring because VR you can't show a trailer for a VR game and make that interesting.
No, you can't.
But they did show some new games. Danganronpa's getting a VR game. We got to see and get a release date for Waifu Simulator called Summer Lesson, the game where you date a girl, and she's like a little sex doll for you. There you go, buddy.
Is that a real thing?
We got more Resident Evil 7.
Okay.
From Software, the makers of Dark Souls, are making a PlayStation VR game. And then they ended on two big notes. One amazing, and one that was just the world's biggest troll. So, Platinum Games is making Scalebound for Xbox One, and they made Bayonetta for Wii U.
Yeah.
So it made sense that eventually they'd make a game for PlayStation, Nier Automata notwithstanding. They're bringing a massive RPG that will also be VR compatible, but not a VR game. It'll be like an actual RPG called Grand Blue Fantasy, coming to PlayStation 4, but the combat system will be pure Platinum Games. So it's like Final Fantasy meets Bayonetta. And that's
Which Final Fantasy?
just like a Final Fantasy RPG, but the gameplay is Bayonetta style.
Okay.
And then, after that bombshell, Hideo Kojima came out to tell us more about Death Stranding.
You mean absolutely nothing about Death Stranding?
Yes. He basically came out to tell us why the game is called Death Stranding.
Because you're deaf
No.
and it's stranding.
Because when whales beach themselves en masse, it's called a stranding. But if they do it and then die, it's called a death stranding. But also, strands are things that can link people together.
So like that umbilical cord you saw with
Yes.
the release in
And then,
Child.
but he did drop some actual information. The game will be open world and have some co-op capabilities. And then he said, and I'll tell you more later at Tokyo Game Show.
Well, that's
Yeah.
in a few days.
Exactly.
And watch him say like just one small minor detail and then walk away.
Right?
I don't mind not knowing everything.
Now, Chris,
Yes.
that was all for the
yeah,
conference,
the
but that
thing.
was not all the information that leaked early. 2 games got announced that I think you'd be hyped for.
Maybe. We'll see.
They are officially localizing and bringing over the new Digimon game to America next February, 1 year after Cyber Sleuth came out.
So is Cyber Sleuth the sleeper game of the year?
Yes.
It's yeah,
yes.
yes, 100%.
All day.
all day, every day.
I just don't believe it.
Play it.
Great.
Will someone give me a copy to play?
I'll let you borrow mine.
Alright.
It's called Digimon Next Order and is coming next February. Also, Chris, did you think they were done with Naruto games?
I was hoping.
Well, they are.
Oh, okay.
But did you think they were done with the DLC for Naruto games?
Maybe?
They're making a brand new story mode campaign featuring the epilogue of the show, following alongside Boruto, Naruto's son, and Sarada, Sakura's and Sasuke's daughter.
I think you're just making all
It's
this.
called Road to Boruto. It's going to feature several new characters, new story modes, and all that fun stuff.
Naruto!
Now,
You made all that up.
I did
I
not.
think he did.
People have been clamoring for that forever.
I believe it.
Now,
I thought it's Adam.
I am going to...
That was the Naruto one.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
He said, I believe it.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't even miss
I didn't
this.
even catch it. Because I was setting up the setup for the next thing. Hey, Doug, have you heard of Hearthstone?
Sounds familiar.
Who hasn't?
Chris, have you heard of Hearthstone?
Yes.
Have you heard of Magic the Gathering?
Yes.
How have you heard of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh,
Wait,
is this? Oh,
Have you heard? Like, so basically, collectible card. It's not Gwent. Collectible card games are the shit nowadays.
They've never been more popular.
But some franchises just don't really lend themselves to the collectible card game genre. But you know what's getting a collectible card game?
Ooh, Street Fighter.
Titanfall.
Oh.
The collectible card game coming soon to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
I hope Call of Duty gets one. You get the teabagging
the
card.
thing that bothers me with
Yes?
this whole thing is that BioWare has an awesome card game already that they put into Star Wars.
That's true.
From Knights of the Old Republic.
Right.
Make that.
True. Instead of forcing Titanfall into it.
Well, I know it's not BioWare, but
Yeah.
still, like, you had one, and that one was actually decent. But you know, I have
They should have done a Mass Effect card game. I'd take that too.
That would have been really fun.
But yeah, so Titanfall, it's called Titanfall Frontline, and is a collectible card game,
I'm sure all 5 people who play it will enjoy it.
right? Finally, before we get to our discussion topic, guess what game accidentally got leaked during a Twitch stream? So Naughty Dog was playing a Twitch game, like streaming live on Twitch, and just kind of they were at the GameStop Expo,
Yeah.
and they were just talking, and they had like some art guy on or sound guy, and they were talking about like and when he was working on the first Last of Us game, did I just say first Last of Us game?
Womp womp.
Yup, they accidentally leaked.
that accident.
Right, but
They did that on purpose.
no,
Oh.
like
So
the
there's
way
Last of Us 2.
the way he looked when he realized what he said was hilarious.
No, I think it's all.
If it was purpose, it's great. But regardless, stealth announcement of Last of Us 2.
Stealth!
If I was a betting man at this year's December PlayStation Expo, we'll
Last
probably
of
get
Us
the
2?
first footage of it, yeah.
Okay.
If I was a betting man.
Think you're a good betting man.
No?
No,
You don't think I'm not, Chris? What have I ever been wrong about?
You've been wrong about a couple.
Really? Name one.
I kind of hope you're going to be wrong about
I
Digimon.
don't keep a list of all your failures.
You're gonna love it.
We'll see.
Digimon. Digital Monsters.
No matter.
Digimon Auto
Alright.
Champions.
Alright.
Alright, discussion topic.
What is it?
Oh, Callie, why you always gotta be hating on me? Why
I
you
don't
hating
what
on
did
a
I
brother?
say? What did I say? I don't even remember.
It's okay, Scott.
So the holidays are coming up, and that means like just so many games are coming out.
That means working a lot, too.
But
Yep.
every year, lots of games come out, and lots of games get delayed to the first half of the next year.
Oh, are we doing the delay list?
So I'm gonna read you a list of major games coming out in the October and November, and you tell me.
You can do
What-
December too.
Sure, there's 2 games coming out in December:
Siberia 3
Last Guardian and South Park.
and Siberia 3.
Now, do we think Mafia 3,
No.
Paper Mario Color Splash?
Who
I'm just gonna
cares?
read them out and you just.
Okay.
say-
Oh, well,
So
say-
Mafia 3 probably not.
Yeah.
That's going to be on time.
Paper Mario, who could possibly care?
Yeah.
Probably Nintendo because it's their only
Kids?
game coming out. Dragon Quest Builders,
No, that's
Who
not
would
gonna-
care?
Gears of War 4.
Nah.
There's no way.
No, that's not getting
Microsoft
delayed.
doesn't let things get delayed.
Yeah, that's not going to.
Look at Master Chief Collection.
It could get delayed till late that year.
I don't think so. I
don't
think it's
think
going
it
to be
will.
on time.
The problem is once Microsoft set a date, I don't think anything's ever been delayed. I'm actually trying to think.
I don't know.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration PS4 version.
No.
WWE 2K17.
Oh, that's definitely getting delayed.
No, because they don't care.
No, they don't. They really don't.
They do not. The Batman Return to Arkham remasters.
It already
They've
happened
already
once,
been delayed,
so-
so no.
Maybe.
Civ 6.
No.
No.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
No.
Oh, that's definitely getting delayed.
No.
I don't think so.
That's getting delayed so much.
Nope. Never.
Wait to meet Busted Turtle.
World of Final Fantasy.
Who could
No,
care?
that's going to be on time.
Thank you.
Berserk.
That's for Japan.
Titanfall 2.
No.
That's on.
Honestly, I
That's
think that might be the most likely delayed.
Really? But that's, like the advertisements are hitting right now.
Yeah. I think it might get delayed. Battlefield Hardline got delayed.
I want to call.
And Battlefield 1 comes out a week after.
I-
and even if it doesn't, it never made sense.
I'm going to call it right here. Titanfall 2 is going to be a flop.
I agree.
I don't think so.
I don't think it'll sell as well as
Slow
Titanfall
down
1.
with that hot take there.
No, dude, like, because Battlefield 1 and Modern Warfare and Infinite Warfare is coming out, Titanfall 2 is going to flop big.
Well, it's mostly because the reception to the beta was so lukewarm to Titanfall.
It wasn't a
But-
beta, it was an alpha.
But that's why I think it'll get delayed, because when the reception to the hardline beta wasn't that strong, they pushed it back.
Yeah.
And they can do that and still not take too much of a physical hit, because they have Battlefield 1 coming out 7 days later. And Mafia coming out 2 weeks
Yeah,
before
because
that.
that Mafia 3 looks really
So
interesting.
EA has a stacked October. I don't know why they make all 3 of their major 2016 games come out within 3 weeks of each other.
It's probably the company that make it. They probably set a date and EA's like, alright.
They might actually delay it.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Just because it gives it time to shine.
Yeah.
Skyrim,
It better not
No.
be delayed.
Call of Duty will never be
No,
delayed.
that won't be delayed.
Never.
They're always on time.
Cartoon Network Battle Crashers.
No.
No.
No one
I'm kidding,
cares.
no one cares. Dishonored 2. I think that might be
That
delayed.
could be.
When was the last time we heard about it since E3?
It's been a while, and it's coming out on a weird day. It's coming out on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
getting delayed. That's going to get delayed 2 weeks or a month.
I'd say that would come out February.
Maybe. I think it's the most likely of all the ones we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I put above Titanfall as my most likely.
Because that's going to be tough, because they're releasing the Skyrim remastered in a month, and then they're going to release that right after. It's like,
Yeah, they released Titanfall Dishonored 2 comes out a week and a half after Skyrim.
yeah,
Watch Dogs 2.
that's going to be on
Also possible.
That's possible.
Very likely.
Because
Okay.
the first one got
I would
delayed,
say
too.
I would say my list would be Dishonored, then Watch Dogs.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
EA's might be worried about third and fourth quarter sales. Did they have a strong start of the year? What did EA come out with earlier this year? Mirror's Edge Catalyst was in the middle of the year.
Yeah, because it's a heavy year for EA, because you're going to have...
Do you mind looking that up? EA
I'm
Games
trying.
2016?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, here we go. November 29th has 2 games coming out. One I don't think will be delayed anymore, and one I hope just gets canceled.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 15.
I hope that gets canceled.
I don't think so.
No, I'm kidding. That's not going to get delayed.
Star Trek Bridge Crew VR.
Oh, that's
I
going to
think-
get canceled.
I think Final Fantasy 15 might be delayed a little bit more. I think it can be.
I know.
I think it's going to be on time.
Gravity Rush 2.
That's going to be on time.
I think that won't be delayed. Honestly. You know what else I think will be delayed? Because it says it's coming out December 2nd. That game Steep by Ubisoft.
Oh, yeah.
The snowboarding game. The one
Yeah.
we've heard nothing about since E3.
Because no one cares.
Yeah. Dead Rising 4. I think that'll get delayed.
Nah, they don't care.
No.
As long as the zombies can run on screen without crashing the Xbox. I think
South
they're
Park,
happy.
The Last Guardian, and Yakuza 6.
Last Guardian.
That's a Japanese release.
Yeah, I think South Park's going to be right on time.
Yeah, they are.
That's going to be right
Actually,
on
I don't know. Well, to be fair, Stick of Truth got delayed a bunch because THQ went under.
time. Yeah.
So that wasn't
Yeah.
fair.
And this is Ubisoft doing it, so they're making sure. And it looks so sharp. Like,
Ubisoft rarely has, like, pushbacks.
Watch Dogs.
Besides.
And then Pokemon Sun and Moon.
that's going to be on time.
Nope, that's ready to go.
So,
Yeah.
so our consensus is that Dishonored is the most likely?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that in December or January.
So, to answer Callie's question, EA's games of 2016 have been, outside of their standard FIFA, Madden games, which always do well,
Yeah.
they had UFC 2 came out this year,
I think that
Oh,
did
yeah,
really
that's
well,
right.
right?
No.
Mirror's Edge
It didn't.
Catalyst came out this year,
No.
and then that's it. For
Yeah,
the-
It's a heavy year at the end. Yeah.
but they've always had their sports games, so that doesn't count. So the first half of this year was Mirror's Edge and UFC 2, and so they had Titanfall, Battlefield, and Mafia.
So,
But we don't know their fiscal year necessarily.
yeah.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. Plants vs Zombies: Garden Warfare.
Oh yeah, that's pretty money for them. So here's an interesting thing that I overheard from people. I don't know how true this is because I haven't checked it out. The NFL licensing might be expiring for Madden, and 2K might be making an NFL game.
again.
That EA that actually expired well, it was going to expire like a couple of years ago, and EA's like, we're doing it again. So they're just gonna probably renew the contract and do it again.
Yeah.
Because EA could just do that. Like,
Right.
here's money, just give it to us. Because they get all that money. Just, here's the Call of Duty money,
Yeah.
and then they just bank on everything else.
Here's another Madden. Enjoy your football, your sports ball.
Football.
Football.
But I would love for it to expire, and NFL would be like, nah.
Yeah.
And then 2K can come out with a game.
Competition is the best thing.
Yes, because Madden sucks.
Yeah.
Every year. It sucks.
Or is it the reality? Football is awful.
No, no. It just sucks. I played it actually, and it's just terrible. There's so many things are just goop that doesn't make sense. That it happens. It's just bad.
Just like real football.
No.
Just like Saints
in Madden, no, football can't go through someone's hand. I mean, in real life, but in Madden,
Sure it can.
it can.
Drop it. It's right in their hand.
No, I mean like ghost phantom through. It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's funny how people talk about how glitchy Bethesda games are, but they don't really want to admit how awful Madden is.
It's so bad. Like when Madden 16 came out, there was everyone on the team when he was playing was invisible. Everyone.
Good job, EA.
So all you see was a football being thrown around. It's so stupid. Someone like was under the turf and everything, running for a touchdown.
Oh, look at that. There's some good information about EA's.
Thank you, Callie. So, yeah, that about wraps it up for this show. I'm Matt.
What about what we played this
Damn,
week?
I always forget.
Oh, Jesus
I'm forgetting your own bit.
I beat
Such a rush.
I beat Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, and that was amazing. And that's literally all I played.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris.
I also beat.
Oh, I'm sorry, and the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle Tournament.
Yeah, I thought so.
I also beat Mankind Divided. I'm still chewing out my final thoughts on it.
Oh, interesting.
I liked it a lot, but I don't know that I loved it.
Oh, I loved it.
You like the last one on?
I'm not sure. Like I still need to think about it a little bit.
Chris likes to chew the fat and stuff like that.
Well, it doesn't make sense to make a rush decision when I beat it last night.
Oh, good call.
I also have hit level 10 Star Trek Online and have a new ship.
Oh,
What's it called?
The USS Samson A.
Oh my god.
Chris, name one after me.
No,
Why not?
because that's dumb.
The USS.
USS Awesome.
USS Matt's a stupid idiot.
They make it look like a penis.
Yeah,
If you can make the ship look like a penis.
Matt's a dumb A.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, Chris.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You're so witty.
Thanks. Josh, what did you play?
I worked a lot, but I wind up messing around on Destiny. They had a major update. Things look a little shinier. They're prepping up for Rise of Iron,
Which we won't talk about.
I know. Apparently, we're not. It comes out next week, so not many people are going to be talking about it. But
Because it's garbage.
uh,
Garbage day.
I guess.
No.
I guess so. I just feel like
We're messing. We will
I
talk
know.
about it.
Yeah, we better be talking about it because I think this might be one of the new formats of gaming as well. The way
Oh, it is.
Bungie's treating
The
Destiny.
Destiny
Which is
division.
stupid. It's stupid. the way
Games
they're
and
treating it.
services.
No. I paid $100 when it first came out for the season pass in the game. Alright, cool. I get the 2 expansions. Oh, Taken King's coming out. Oh, I gotta buy a digital. So now I gotta spend $30, $35 or whatever it was. Cool. Oh, now Rise of Iron. Now I gotta pay $20.
It's just like any MMO.
$29. No, the MMO you have to still buy everything to get to that point. Yes, but people who just jumping into the game, oh, you're doing a collection for $60? Cool. Even though you pay like $150 for it, I'm paying $50. Cool.
But remember, the
It's
rewards
stupid.
you get for playing it for so long with all your friends. Have you played it with other people?
No, because it sucks.
Scott, it's not about the ending, it's about the journey you took.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shut up.
What, you're the dummy who bought the season pass? Joke's on you.
What about you, Doug?
Apparently.
I haven't played anything. I've been working. I got a second job at what I will affectionately refer to as the Double Meat Palace. That's a Buffy reference, but it's also very accurate. I smelled of meat for a very long time, and I just got my first day off, which is
Nice. Scotty?
I actually played Life is Strange, the first episode.
Nice.
So, and I actually tried to play Call of Duty, and I just didn't. I don't know why.
It's
I
just
played
not
Call of
for you.
Duty and Battlefield 4, just to free time. Just
Okay.
have free time. But Life is Strange is really good. I actually want that to be like. I think it's a better version of Beyond Two Souls.
I can see it.
I don't know. That's just it.
Cool. Well, I'm Matt.
I'm Chris.
I'm Scott.
I'm Josh.
I'm Doug.
Question on question?
And I'm
Stuffy
out of
fresh?
here. Yeah,
Stop.
don't do that.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Well, we won't see you. You'll
I'll
see
see
us.
you. And it's the best.
Or hear us, whichever one you're on
Whatever.
platform.
You want whatever.
Whatever makes you happy,
Yeah.
it can't be that bad.
Hey, have we gotten emails?
No.
No.
Send us emails.
Matt doesn't ever tell anyone what the email
I
address is.
forget.
How do you are we still recording?
NOLAnerdcast@gmail.com.
You literally have the one job.
Are we still recording?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, they were okay.
Yes. NOLAnerdcast email at gmail.com.